And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner. It's Friday, the 10th of October. Yep, we made it the end of the week. Paul, how you doing?
All right, thank you. All right. And you?
Goody. All right. Gold has slipped back down below $4,000, trading at $39.65 at the moment. I don't see that as a problem. Nothing goes up in a straight line. We are headed to $5,000 gold. Silver trading above $50 this morning, as we have been predicting for some time. And that will go to $70. So keep buying the silver stocks. Also, just worth mentioning that this week's been a very good run for Panthera resources. I've just seen a tick go through at 20p. We were pushing it on Monday at 14p, so that's only 50% in a week. There are some warrants being exercised, which may cause a little bit of a tap on the market. But this stock has still got so much further to go. 80p is our short-term target price, so 4 times your money still to be made. Right, Paul, this morning news. There's obviously quite a lot of talk still about the Chinese export curbs on rare earths, but I think that's all pretty much known. There's a couple of our corporate stocks that we need to talk about. Myriad Uranium, why don't you start with that?
Yep, Myriad Uranium, the TSX listed uranium explorer on its Copper Mountain uranium project in Wyoming. They have received the government approval for their plan of operations on their ongoing and to-come drilling program out there at Copper Mountain. They've approved 222 holes on numerous targets out there, of which about 70 of them have already been drilled or will be drilled shortly and have been bonded for. Bonding meaning the reclamation of money necessary to restore the drill sites as necessary back to environmental standards has been posted with the government. This drilling program will address some of the other targets on the property, including those named by the company as Mint, Arrowhead, Lucky Cliff, and Gem, and some of those have prior drill hits in them as well, which means the company wants to get more definition and extension on the existing targets in order to grow the resources out there. Are you still there, Andrew?
Sorry, Paul. My apologies. Slight pause there. There was a little bit of noise in the background, which I wanted to turn off.
Okay.
Right. Also on the TSX, another of our corporate clients, Luca Mining, please.
Yes, that's right. Luca Mining has had a site inspection by the Environmental Department of Ministry in Mexico on their Guanajuato mine operations in Mexico. They have passed that inspection. It was specifically about an audit of conformance to the posted and approved EIA for the mine site. There was a minor modification called for on a 0.3 hectare size idled tailings site there, on that being a former operation and a temporary small-scale activity that the company is to address with some remediation at this point. But none of this will cause any interruptions to existing or planned operations at the site.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about, Paul?
Yeah, we had G Silver, which actually closed on their recent fundraising with a pickup of funds of 43.5 million Canadian. Those funds will be used at the various mine operations of Guanajuato Silver in Mexico on plant and production expansions, as well as further exploration.
Okay, yeah. And did you want to talk at all about Toubani resources?
Yeah, Toubani is one of those stories, a new story for production that's ASX listed, but operating in West Africa. They have managed to get a full funding package put together on a gold stream for their Kobata gold project in Mali. That's an open pit oxide gold deposit that they've been working with on some time. It's Sizable deal. Australians just shy of $400 million funding package and represents 11% gold stream to one of their existing major shareholders, which, looking at it here, appears to be some sort of a private equity investment group. But it involves, as I say, a gold stream for 11% of production off of the Cobata operation. So it's nice to see such big, large amounts of funds coming to what are otherwise new players into the gold production space.
Yeah, look, it's a very large amount of money, and it's going into Mali, which is important because people have been scared of Mali. And of course, going back to our Panthera, they have the Kalika project in Mali, which probably is currently valued at zero in the share price. And yet, actually, the results they're getting out of there are, although low grade, incredibly long strike, incredibly large width, and also very shallow. So those are the sort of size of packages that potentially can be put together, which gives you an idea of how big some of these gold mines could be, which is just another boost potentially for Panthera. On that note, Paul, I think you're going off on holiday.
Yes, I am. Yep. I'll be away till next Friday.
Next week we'll have a mix of people doing the 5-minute morning miner to shuffle it all up a little bit. Thanks, Paul. Have a good holiday.
Very good. Thank you.
This podcast has been produced and edited by VSA Capital. It is intended for information purposes and not as investment advice. The information is intended for recipients who understand the risks associated with equity investments in smaller companies. Please do your own research and do not rely on a single source when making an investment decision. VSA Capital may derive fees from this content and seeks to do business with the companies mentioned.